Dear family, friends, and colleagues, this is episode 48, part 2, in our video series, Enhancing Human Relationships through the Fourth R, the Relationship Skills. And my name is Richard Solomon, and in today's episode, we will describe how to enable an individual to repair or resolve an intrapersonal or internal conflict through using the EIAG, the EIAG Reflection Journal. Now, before we continue and share the use of the EIAG for an internal conflict, what do we mean by an internal conflict? So here are some examples of what I'm talking about, okay? In each of these situations, the individual is conflicted about what he or she should do under these circumstances. For example, what should I do about a bad habit I have, such as, let's say, overeating or undereating, or talking too much or talking too little, or let's say having a bad smoking issue or feeling afraid to say no to others. These are just simple examples of things that you can do through the EIAG to help you deal with these issues, okay? It's not necessarily going to solve the issue, but it will help you come to terms with it and maybe generate some new methods or avenues to resolve it. Obviously, I'm not substituting the use of friends, the use of psychotherapy, the use of mentors and teachers and others. But this is something you could do for yourself as an aid in dealing with these intrapersonal or internal conflicts. Let's say you're having difficulty with the fact that your parents are getting older and perhaps they're not capable of making important decisions, such as where to live. What would you tell them? What should you tell them? How do you handle that situation? What would you do now if you have some issues about the focus of your professional life? Do you need to make certain changes? In other words, this is really a conversation between yourself and a piece of paper where you record some of the issues that you're dealing with and seeing if you can resolve it yourself. Another one is, how do I handle interpersonal conflicts, such as a serious argument you're having with a friend, a colleague, a roommate, a teammate, a workmate, or obviously a significant person in your life, including parents, grandparents. And finally, another example where the EIAG Journal may be helpful is in a situation where you don't know what to say with regard to some external conflict and you want to get your thoughts together. So you may have a conflict regarding what are you supposed to say to people about the validity of the 2020 election, the protests at the Capitol, what happened on January 6th, 2021, the war in Israel between the Israelis and the Palestinians. These are just suggestions as to where the EIAG Journal can come in handy for you. So the question is, how do I resolve a difficult internal interpersonal conflict that you are having within yourself? And we're saying one possible method, not the only method, is to use the EIAG Journal. So what exactly is the EIAG Journal? Okay, so this is a handout that you can copy by going to my Facebook page and making a screenshot of this. And it involves 4 steps. The first one is the event. Second one is identify. The I is for identify, the A is for analyze, and the G is for generalize. So let's quickly go over them. So let's make an assumption that some event or some experience at this particular period of time is preoccupying you, or it is about an experience that happened in the past that is or was very serious that you want to finally address and resolve it now. So you record on a piece of paper, a journal entry, what that event is. And then the second step, you identify what did you do, what happened, what did you see, what did you hear, and what actions did you emit. Okay? And then the A stands for analyze. You record in that journal what you were thinking and feeling at the time when you were conflicted. And once you understand and identify the experience, what happened, what you did, what you saw, what you heard, what you were thinking and feeling, and even what you think others were thinking and feeling when this event occurred. You have a lot of data now to figure out how do you solve this problem, what you should do, and that goes for the G, the generalize. So now you would record what does this event or experience tell you about yourself as a human being? What does this event or experience tell you about yourself and others who are affected by your internal or intrapersonal conflict? And finally, you would record what does this event or this experience tell you about how to live your life meaningfully, purposefully, and a life of fulfillment. So that, my friends, is what the EIAG Journal is, where you can go and reflect and record thoughts and feelings about a particular significant event that occurred in your life. Once again, if you wish to get a copy of the handout on the 4 steps of the EIAG Journal, you can take a screenshot of those steps by going to my Facebook page. If you have questions or feedback about this activity, you can send your comments to me at this email address, rdsolomonphd@gmail.com, or you can share your feedback on my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, or my X accounts. Okay, so now in our next episode, we will describe how the EIAG process, a 4th R relationship building activity, can be used when mentoring or supervising others. And as always, my life partner, Jackie Saunders, who is my editor for these broadcasts, and I deeply appreciate your taking the time to watch our videos and sharing your feedback. And we look forward to seeing you and talking to you next time. Bye.